We're gonna start off with this real fast. Facebook actually deleted this video right after I made it. I guess the only thing Facebook wants you to see is fights and all this other stuff, but when you talk about Black Power, they delete it. So I'll let this video play and the end edit it out because it didn't save, and I'll finish it off. Alright, this is your brother Mfalme. I'm gonna go ahead and start off. We're gonna say power to the people, power to our people, respect our people. I'm making this video today. First, I'm going to explain that greeting, and then I'm going to explain the purpose of this video. This is going to be within 10 minutes, so probably 9 or 8 minutes, and I'll take questions for the last minute or two and explain the purpose of this powerful nation-building video with everybody that's tagged. I start out with power to the people because the power is truly in the people's hands. The people of us, the people of this nation, the people of the Black melanated African community, the true Moorish community, the Christian and Hebrew, the Israelite community, the power is in our hands. And when I say power to our people, that is the R of everyone that is actively building economic security, nationhood, Black power, pro-Black power, everything involved in our community. And then when I end with respect our people, it's truly to understand that we as a unit must respect one another. We can't build anything without the foundation of respect. Some people call it the Black Code. It's something that we follow in the street or something that we follow as an unwritten code that has nothing to do with law or order. It simply has to do with the respect that we have to have amongst one another. So that's why I always start with that greeting. And you see, I do this, and I do this because it represents each one of those sayings. Power to the people, power to our people, respect our people. Now, I really wanted to make this video because we as a community have a lot of issues in the topic, and I'll go over the topic. It's very simple, very basic. Dealing with the conscious community, emphasis on Cain, the pro-Black community, issues with funding, weekend warrior activists, true Black leadership and business development, how we get to the next level, and economic nation power in under 10 minutes. So let's get to this. We have an issue with a lot of people in the conscious community being con artists, literally doing nothing for the community, bringing nothing to the community, living, eating, feeding off of the community, but then lacking in community development, which is what makes you a con artist. Nobody's saying what you're doing isn't true or what you're doing isn't factual. But for instance, if all you do is scream Black power, scream Black community, Black nation building, but you're actively not trying to empower anyone other than yourself, that is not Black power. That is when you become a conscious con artist. And you are literally living off of the fruits of labor of other people before you that have actually tried to do it. Now, when we talk about conscious community and the pro-Black community, they're not necessarily the same, but they have a very similar agenda, so people confuse them. Actually, a lot of people don't even know the conscious community didn't even start as a Black thing. The conscious community thing started as a white thing that literally meant, and you can go look this up, research it. Don't believe what I say, research what I say. It literally started as conscious about the war, and it literally started as a term that usually meant that you were conscious of your nation's plot or plight towards going into war, and it happened around the Vietnam War when this term started popping up. The conscious community referred to white people. It actually didn't refer to Black people. But in that, we have another set of people that adapted to these things. It's just like how we take the word nigger and turn it into nigga, which we then say derives from niggas. But it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with it. It means that you have to know the foundation of something to get to the forefront of something. So that's why we're talking about the pro-Black community, okay? So now we have to stop talking and start doing. So I have 4 minutes left or so, and I want to address the solutions that we want to do. Now, this is really only for the people that I tag, but I want everyone in the community to see this so that they can see why we're trying to address the people tagged in this post. And this is so we don't have any weekend warrior activists and how we actually create black leadership and black business development. Because you no longer hear me say black power. You can't really find a video with me saying it because I don't believe in it. I believe in economic nation power. Economic nation power. The reason why I don't believe in the pro-black community is because not everybody recognizes themselves as black. And it's true. I recognize myself as a Ka'ite, a Ka Nation affiliate, leader, and chief. Lord Abba is tagged in this post. He represents himself as a Moorish American. Garfield Dagger is in this post, and he is technically a Jamaican American. He may not recognize himself as just black. He may recognize himself as Jamaican as his nationality and black as his racial affiliation. But there's so many different Hebrew, Muslim ideologies that we don't all have to go under that moniker. But what the Ka Nation does is bridge that gap by creating a confederacy of people that can come together. Now, I want to go over all the people tagged in this post in the last 3 minutes, and I want to talk about how their businesses or what they are doing is actual activism, actively doing something every day for the black community that we take for granted, don't see, or don't give recognition, and a simple solution that we as a group in this post can come together to make a solution for the entire black melanated nation and community economically. And this is real simple. And when I thought about it, I thought, why doesn't anybody do this? But then I thought, if somebody has a great idea and they think why someone else isn't doing it and they don't do it themselves, that's why it's not getting done. You're waiting for the person next to you to do it, and they aren't. So you're not going to do it because you're waiting for someone else to do it. So let's actually do it. So I want to start out with Garfield Dagger. Garfield Dagger has a credit restoration service that helps people no money down, get you started. Next, let's go to Yarima Karama. Everyone in this post has a viewing market of 2,000 to millions of people, okay? So this is why this solution will work for all of us because we can actively do it. Yarima Karama has created something called the Unity Walk, which is a non-religious, non-political movement for people to come together, meet, and just around the nation meet strangers that are melanated black people in their community and actually greet and just talk, have community again. And that works. We have Suten Seti. You all see him go across the country, lecture, talk about black power, have training camps, do different things. You see him with Robert Taylor and the Harambe culture. You see him in his own thing with the BPC. You see all kinds of positive black things about the community. You have Demetrius Earl, who does coaching, restoration for credit. He also has a powerful movement with his wife where they actually coach and help people in the community get things done. You have Ethel Cain, who has the pop movement with the school in Mount Bayou that you see me talk about all the time to help train and edify business skills in the creation of business. You have Lord Abba, who is a Moorish American who actually sits every day and talks about the Noble Drew Ali plan and what he had and his idea of nationhood. No matter what you believe about it, it's something that was created by a black American for black Americans. So he's actively doing something every day. You have Ankh West. A lot of people don't know that Ankh West is one of the people that helped launch the Nigga Shoe brand, and literally every day he is working with somebody to either get the shoes sold, sell the shoes, or develop a pro-black power shoe company. So it's something that he's doing that you don't see a lot of talk about, but he's actually doing it. Killer Mike is tagged in the post. Everybody knows what Killer Mike does, so I don't have to expunge on him what he's doing, but here he is. Then you have Earl Beckett. Earl Beckett helps us with our international business, helps us develop our programs and some of the things that we do throughout the community. He also has his own investment consulting business. He has his own investment groups to help people generate money for black businesses. He has his own clothing line for bow ties. So all these things that people have to create And you can go down the line. You have Tarrik Moore, who started one of the first urban ballet companies that is recognized in a school division where people can do urban dance and get accreditation for school. And he helps the youth in Memphis every day. Now you have Malachi Ali, who has a clothing line in North Carolina, is also a part of Black Wall Street and helping us develop the new Black Wall Street. You have Franklin Lawrence, who is in Virginia, who started a barbershop and also wants to hold Black Power meetings and organizations. You guys all see Cher'ie Walker helping with the Nation Plan, the Black Wall Street plans, and everything that we have. You have Frank Martin, who is the UK director for the Ka Nation, which is what we're trying to build. Now, here's the solution. Here's what really matters in this conversation. There's about 10 or 15 of you tagged that all have 1,000 to millions of people in your viewer market through pages, groups, whatever the affiliation is. You all are actively doing something for Black Power. Here's a simple issue that we have in the entire nation. In every one of the cities that you guys are in, there's 1,000 to 1,500 Black African American melanated people that have no job, no employment, no nothing. So let's create services, products, or brands, simple things that doesn't cost a lot of startup to help 10 to 12 people a year start a Black business that can employ 1 to 3 people. And I'm saying per each person in this group. And I will help you with someone else in this group either generate the money through whatever you're doing. If I got to help Lord Abbott get some Moors he didn't know in Atlanta to come to the temple and join up. If I have to help Uncle West sell some shoes so that he can have $50 to $100 at the end of a month with our help to donate to somebody in his community to help them start a service. Now, the services can be simple. You can do day. It was going to say basically you can do daycare, car wash. I have about 10 different services listed out. And like I said, I'll help you guys with the list of services. I'll help you guys promote the service. I will donate and help you guys start the service. The point of this is to show